So, the thesis of my lecture is that there are certain beliefs you have to be in this American society of 2018. And I'm going to rephrase that and say that you must believe certain things to be part of polite society. That gives us some wiggle room. So again, this is, I think, where we left off. There are more important beliefs and less important beliefs, because I don't want to do the binary belief you have to have and belief you don't have to have. And I've only saying proclaim, not to act upon. So this is, again, that idea that you just proclaim. And we talked about last time that you, as a citizen of the United States, you have the right to believe and say anything. And my thought is, yes, that's true. But you're not part of society if you have certain beliefs. And let me show you my next chart. So imagine then the U.S. citizen, and the subset of the U.S. citizen is polite society. So what's outside of polite society? Well, Nazis, right? I mean, you can be a Nazi, you can have Nazi marches, you can have a swastika on your shirt, but if you come into my restaurant, I won't serve you because you're a Nazi, and I won't serve Nazis. My mother's church, my mother's village was bombed by the Nazis. My mother's church was blown up, and the church my parents got married in was the rebuilt church. I won't have Nazis. I wonder, and I don't know if this is true, imagine for a moment you have a public school teacher who decides to become a Nazi and wears a little Nazi pin on a little swastika on their lapel, or wears swastika ties and tells people that he's a Nazi and discusses the Nazi party, not during class, but outside of class. I think we could fire this public school teacher. I don't know what the laws say, but in polite society, I think we easily could do that. Who else is not in polite society? Well, the Amish. But the Amish haven't been thrown out of polite society. They have decided not to be. Oh, I don't have the Amish here. Sorry. They don't believe that they want to be part of society. They don't go to school or schools. They don't vote. They don't. I don't think they're on. I don't know if they probably don't do juries and things of that nature. Imagine again if you had the swastika tattooed on your forehead. Would you ever be chosen to be a juror? No. Again, so I'm not sure. Let's keep this polite society vague, because it's actually, I think, the core of my argument. So let's agree that you can believe anything you want in America, but let's also agree, if you will, that your beliefs will have consequences, and you can't just believe and say anything you want and think that everything's going to be fine and everyone has to treat you nicely. So I ask where you thought things had to go, and we had some responses. I'll talk about those later. Right now, let me just show you what I think are the most important things. The first and most important thing you must believe is that you are not the universe. There's something outside of you. This whole universe, this world, is not just a dream of you. It's an actual thing. And also there are people out there. These peoples are worth as much as you, and their children are worth as much as you. And I'm going to argue that this is fundamental. If you're not going to buy this, I don't think we can do society with you because this is kind of what our laws are based on. All men are created equal and are endowed by their Creator with certain unalienable rights. Among these are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Don't you have to believe this to be part of polite society? That's my parting question.